Hello, first graders. So today we are going to be reading a book called From Seed to Plant, and it's written and illustrated by Gail Gibbons. We've read some of her books before, and she is so great at teaching us awesome facts, right? Because she is a nonfiction writer. Okay. Most plants make seeds. A seed contains the beginning of a new plant. And then if you look on the pictures, there's some labels of different kinds of plants. So like here's corn. This one's called a buttercup. Over here is a tulip. Down there's a rose. Seeds are different shapes, sizes, and colors. All seeds grow into the same kind of plant that made them. So like this seed came from a sunflower, so it's always going to make a sunflower. And this acorn, it came from an oak tree, and so it's always going to make an oak tree. Many plants grow flowers. Flowers are where most seeds begin. A flower is made up of many parts. And then here's a nice diagram. Remember, that's a picture that explains a little bit more about something. So here's a diagram of a flower. Okay, I'll read these. So this one's pointing right here. It says, at the bottom of the pistil are tiny eggs called ovules. And then this right here, in the center of the flower is the pistil. So here's the pistil. Here's the petal. The sticky part at the top of the pistil is the stigma. These are all such big words, and I'm not expecting you to remember them, but they're nice to hear, right? And then right here, the stamens make yellow powder called pollen. Now, it's springtime, so pollen is kind of everywhere outside, and it makes me sneeze. And then the parts of the flower around the pistil are the stamens. And then here is the stem right here. Before a seed can begin to grow, a grain of pollen from the stamen must land on the stigma at the top of the pistil in the flower of a flower like itself. This is called pollination. Pollination happens in different ways. Often, wind blows pollen from flower to flower. Bees, other insects, and hummingbirds help pollinate too. While they visit flowers for their sweet juice called nectar, pollen rubs onto their bodies. They often carry the pollen to another flower where it comes off onto its pistil. If a pollen grain from a flower lands on the pistil of the same kind of flower, it grows a long tube from the pistil into an ovule. This is the beginning of a seed. The seeds grow inside the flower, even as the flower begins to die. As the seed becomes bigger, a fruit or pod grows around them, and the fruit or pod protects the seeds. So here's the fruit from this one. This one, it grew a pod. Kind of like a pea or a green bean. When the fruit or pod ripens, it breaks open. The seeds are ready to become new plants. Some seeds fall to the ground at the base of the plant. The base is like the bottom, where they will grow. Some pods or fruits open and the seeds pop out. Sometimes when the birds eat berries, they drop the seeds. And then the plants can grow wherever they drop, right? Other seeds fall into streams, ponds, rivers, or the ocean. There they travel on the water until they stick to the dirt along the shore. So seeds can travel in many different ways. It's kind of cool. The wind scatters seeds. Some seeds have fluff on them that lets them float to the ground like tiny parachutes. Others have wings that spin as they fall. You can see this was a dandelion. Those are those yellow flowers that you often see in yards in the summertime, and they're actually starting to grow right now. Animals help scatter seeds too. They hide acorns and nuts in the ground. Some seeds have hooks that stick to fur of animals or people's clothes. Later, they drop off onto the ground. We learned some of these facts in another book that we read, right? Plant packages. A flower bed or vegetable garden is beautiful. Seeds are planted to grow in gardens. The seeds come in small envelopes or boxes. Directions explain how to plant the seeds and care for the plants. The beginning of a plant is curled up inside each seed. Food is stored in the seed too. The seed has a seed coat on the outside to protect it. A seed will not sprout until certain things happen. First, it must be on or in soil. Then it needs to rain to soak the seed and soften its seed coat. When the sun shines and warms the ground, the seed coat breaks open and the seed begins to grow. This is called germination. A root starts growing down into the soil. The root takes in water and minerals from the soil for food. So here's its root right here. And this says germination because it's starting to come out of its seed, that little leaf right there. You see it? Up grows a shoot. Green leaves grow from the shoot towards the sun. Here's its shoot, and here are its leaves. The plant grows bigger and bigger. The leaves make food for the plant from the water and the minerals in the soil, the sunlight, and the air all around the plant. Those are a lot of the needs that we've been talking about that plants need to have, right? Finally, the plant is full grown. Buds on the plant open into flowers where they will meet or where new seeds will grow. Many of the foods people eat are seeds, fruits, and pods. They are full of nutrition, vitamins, and minerals, and they are tasty too. The